This is how I reduced my screen time from over 4 hours to under 90 minutes. I'll share a few things I learned from Atomic Habits along with a few tips of my own. If you implement these 5 tips, you will drastically improve your screen time. If you've never heard of Atomic Habits or James Clear, that is perfectly okay. I'm gonna give you a brief rundown and tell you how it relates to reducing our screen time. So he came up with 4 laws for creating a good habit, which is making the habit obvious, making it attractive, making it easy, and making it satisfying. And then the inverse of that, which would be breaking a habit, he has 4 other laws, which are making the bad habit invisible, making it unattractive, making it difficult, and making it unsatisfying. And in particular, today we're gonna be looking at how to make our screen time usage invisible and difficult. Basically, we're gonna put up barriers to help us reduce our screen time and take away cues that will make us go on our phone. Okay, so the first tip is creating a screen time limit. And you might be saying, Micah, yes, I've already tried that. It didn't work very well. And I totally get that. I did the same thing. And then you get that notification that says ignore limit or remind me in 15 minutes. And I don't know about you, but like every time that pops up, I would just click ignore limit. But there's a special nuance here that can make this a super powerful tool to reduce our screen time. So you can set it up in a way that makes you put in the password when you reach your limit. But the important thing is that you don't have your own screen time password. You give it to a friend or someone that lives in the same house as you, or a significant other, or whoever you want that can hold you accountable. So when you get to that limit, you can actually put it in, and that's just a really big barrier that helped me reduce my screen time a ton. And for my super hardcore people, you can even take it a step further. And if you're like, dude, I don't even want to spend any time on Instagram or TikTok, but I keep deleting the app and just re-downloading it and going back on it, you can set it up where you won't be able to re-download the app unless a friend puts the password in for you. So that's what I have set up on some apps so that I can't even get them back if I wanted to. So if you're really serious about this, there's definitely steps that you can take that will force you to not spend so much time on those apps. Okay, so tip number 2, which I don't see a lot of people talking about, is don't sleep by your phone. Think about when you spend a lot of time on your phone. For me, it was early in the morning and late at night, because it's really easy to spend a lot of time on your phone while you're laying in bed. So what we need to do is create a barrier and eliminate a cue of being on our phone. So what I did at night when I was getting ready for bed was I would plug in my phone on my desk a few feet from my bed. That way I couldn't reach it while I was sleeping, and I wouldn't go for it in the morning when I got up. But then I would get out of bed and I would still go on my phone. So for you more hardcore people, and what I did was I plug in my phone in a different room now, so I just don't see it in the morning. And this has been a game changer for me and has really helped me reduce my screen time. Okay, so tip number 3 is reorganize your home screen. This is an easy one, but it creates a small barrier that could help you reduce your screen time. So basically, I want to try to encourage you to have all of your apps on one page of your phone. And then any app that you don't want to be spending so much time on, just click remove from home screen. That way it's still there, but you see it less and you'll be on it less. Plus, this way it's less swiping on your phone through all of your apps, and there's really only a handful of apps that you really need to use every day, and Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram are not one of them. But before we get to our last 2 tips, if you're finding value in this video, please subscribe. I make videos to help you be more productive, more organized, and better with your money. If that sounds like something you're interested in, you should subscribe, and it's free. All right, tip number 4 is super simple and easy, and it's turning off your notifications, and do it for almost everything. I keep it on for just super important things like messages or phone calls or things of that nature, but everything else I have it turned off for, and I think this is just a good way to remove cues of getting on your phone, because that little red one next to that app is just like telling you to click on it, and if it's just not there, it might just save you from clicking on the app and wasting your time. Okay, so the first 4 tips have been about creating a barrier or removing a cue to be on your phone. This 5th one is actually in James Clear's section of creating a good habit. So here we'll be looking at how do we make not being on our phone satisfying. And for me, it's tracking my screen time. So have your screen time on your phone, obviously, so you can see what you're doing every day and every week and look at that. And for me, I put it as a widget on my screen, as you probably saw earlier, just so I can see throughout the day where I'm at. But then also at the end of every month, I average out the weeks and record my time there, and then I can compare it against months. So I can just see if I'm making progress. I think recording and tracking things is a super good way to stay on progress with your goals and what you want to get done. Okay, so there are my 5 tips to reduce your screen time. We have creating a screen time limit, don't sleep by your phone, reorganize your home screen, turn off your notifications, and track your screen time. If you have other methods of reducing your screen time, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.